Okay, welcome back to Eyes Open Media. If you guys are having problems logging into Currency 365 on your mobile phone, I'm also having that problem as well. At the beginning, at the home tab, it would just circle and circle and circle and wouldn't load the page. But then you can hit the post button and then you can see the stuff. But now it won't do anything and everything's low. You can't see nothing. Okay, so we're being censored. It's great news. Okay, that means that we are days away from seeing funding. We're days away from seeing the lifting of the value here in the Middle East. So things are coming right along, and also today gave us more validation of that as we got the breaking news here from Janice, and the article came out that the new taxes and tariffs have been activated at the borders. Okay, so that's great news. The new schedule returns for wages and ports. Okay, it says Iraqi ports begin on Saturday. The work schedule of the new revenues and wages. So there you have it. So the new revenue and wages, taxes and tariffs are in place. Okay, these are supposedly the ones for international trading, international stuff. They're going to make Iraq a lot of money because they're supposedly hold a new value in them. Okay, new wages, new revenues, new everything, new value. And they're gonna make Iraq a triple, quadruple the amount of money that they're making now. Okay, so they're in place today. So let's start looking at the Arabic side of the CBI starting tomorrow, and see if we get some any types of news or any types of changes in or any type of thing from Dr. Shabibi coming out and saying that he's ready to grant purchasing power. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm trying to think. Is that it? Um, let's see here. Okay, World Bank obliging the government not to release the grades for 3 years. And then Sauter saying the things that he was saying about he's coming for the three presidencies. That he doesn't see them launch the economic reforms and things of that nature. Now, Rogers says here that Frank 26 said that on his last call that Iraq implement the taxes and tariffs and if they continue the program rate of 1182, the consequences will be astronomical. Okay. Now, and that's common sense, right? You can't stay at that rate, okay? If they're putting in the international taxes and tariffs, which they just did because it has the new revenues and wages, so that means that they are the international tariffs. Then you cannot stay at 1182, okay? And they have no choice. They cannot stay at a program rate because the program rate is not their reality, and they must return to reality, okay? And I also post down here that the rate will change when they officially launch the private sector. Okay, I've said that a million times. LOL. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, so we know when the rate is going to change when they launch the private sector. Okay, meaning when they launch the economic reforms, they have to launch it. See, Kurdistan region launched their economic reforms like 3.5 weeks ago, right? About 3 weeks ago, we had breaking news of the Kurdistan region launching their economic reforms. We need to see that from Baghdad. When Baghdad launches their economic reforms, which is launching the private sector, that rate in the private sector becomes reality, becomes a global rate where everybody can see it. Okay, that means that they remove the program rate and they remove the restrictions off the MCP. Okay, and when they launch that private sector, that rate that is private now becomes public, just like a private company. When they launch into the IPO into the Wall Street, that rate becomes public and people can start trading that rate. Same thing going to happen to Iraq. When they launch the private sector, everyone's going to be able to trade Iraq on the stock markets or on the forex or whatever the case may be, because now that rate that was private is now public. That makes perfect sense, and people are still struggling with that. I don't get it, I don't know, and I can't help you with that. If you can't understand that, then maybe this is not for you. Good job on holding some of these investments, and maybe you're into some funding. But if you can't understand the stuff, then it's not for you. But you did invest, and maybe you have some funding, and so you'll take that and you'll run with it. Okay, so God bless you for that. But other than that, I think that's it. I covered everything that I needed to cover, and within 5 minutes. So eyes open, and see you guys later. Peace out. Enjoy the Saturday and Sunday. Peace out. Shalom.